I have 5 passive income ideas that you could start today without having to step foot outside of your house. With some of these that can earn you a couple $100s a month, and others that could potentially earn you hundreds of dollars per day passively. To make it even better, most of them require little to no skill or money, but just only some of your time and effort from your side. I made a list ranging the ideas that require the least amount of skill and effort needed to start making money, up to the ones that involve a little bit more work but have high potential earnings. So let's get into it. First on the list is renting out your space. Now, I'm sure most of you are familiar with being able to rent out your house or a car, but did you know you can rent out any space that you have available? When it comes to passive income, I'd say this one requires the least amount of effort since you'd only be using what you already have access to. You can rent out things like space in your driveway, your garage, basement, attic, even your backyard or any lot space that you may have. It may come as a surprise to you, but people will pay hundreds of dollars each month to store their stuff on platforms like neighbor.com. For example, if you go on neighbor.com, you can see that you have a wide variety of choices of things that you can list for rent, from your bedroom to your closet, or from a shed to a parking space in your community, or even an unpaved lot. And you can see that these different offerings are being listed and rented for $100 to several hundreds of dollars a month. To give you a better idea, this person's renting out a space in their driveway for $125 a month. This is just a house that looks to have quite a big space for parking off to the side of it, and their parking space has 4 spaces. So this person could essentially get $500 a month from various people parking in their lot each month. And you can see that these different offerings are being listed and rented for $100 to several hundreds of dollars a month. This person's renting out a 10 by 20 space in their garage, which is climate controlled for $415 a month. This space would be equal to 1/2 of a 2-car garage. And if you have extra space around your house, like this person, they're renting out a 50 by 50 space on their unpaved lot for $726 a month. This would likely be for people wanting to store their RV, boat, or trailer of some sort. Also, you can see in this listing, this person's offering a deal for 50% off the first month when you rent for 2 or more months. So you see, there are people making a good amount of money for letting others rent out the free space that they have. And you may be wondering, how can I be sure that people's property and valuables are covered? Or can they come whenever they want to go through their stuff? And are they storing anything sketchy or things that I might not be okay with? Well, Neighbor provides up to $1 million in liability protection for you, as well as free property protection up to $25,000 for renters, with additional plans offered as well. When it comes to the renter accessing your space, the good news is that you're the one to set the terms on this. You can determine the times of day that they can come, as well as they also may check in with you in advance. And as for what they can store, Neighbor protects its host by restricting dangerous items like weapons, pesticides, hazardous materials, or flammable things, and of course, anything illegal. You can also add more restrictions to what can be stored in your place and the details of your listing. Now, the best part is that Neighbor is free and it's simple to get started. All you need to do is to head over to neighbor.com and in the top right, click Become a Host. Enter in your details to create an account. Once you're signed up, to get started, all you need to do is click on List Your Space. With this passive income idea, you can make from $70 to $700 or more a month, depending on what kind of space you have for rent. The more rooms, closets, parking, or lot space you may have will help to increase the monthly income by even more. It's fair to say this is an extremely easy way to make passive income that doesn't require any skills and barely any upfront work. I'd say probably the next easiest way to make passive income that you can start right away is getting paid from dividend stocks. There are plenty of companies that'll pay you monthly or quarterly just for owning shares of their stock. Dividends are just payments that are made to shareholders, which are shared from the company's profits. And a shareholder is a person that holds at least 1 share of the company. So it doesn't matter if you own 1 or 10 shares or 50 shares of the company. Either way, you're still considered a shareholder. Many of the largest companies in the US pay out dividends to their shareholders. These are companies you're probably familiar with, like AT&T, Apple, Microsoft, and Coca-Cola. So now that you know what a dividend is, the question is, how can you get started earning passive income through dividend stocks? Well, the first thing to know is that it really doesn't require any upfront work, as you really only need to have a brokerage account, some money to buy dividend stocks, and an idea of what dividend stocks you want to buy. So since you need a brokerage account to get started, the ones that I use and recommend are Vanguard, Fidelity, M1 Finance, and Webull. Now, once you've created a brokerage account, you'll need to do some research on which companies pay out dividends. In my personal opinion, I suggest looking into Dividend King stocks or Dividend Aristocrat stocks. Dividend Kings are companies that have increased their dividend payments for 50 or more consecutive years. Here's a list of Dividend King stocks, and you can freeze the video here to take down some names. And Dividend Aristocrats are companies that have increased their dividend payments every year for 25 years straight, and they're a part of the S&P 500. Here's a list of some of the best Dividend Aristocrat stocks that you can take a look at. And if you don't already know, the S&P 500 is just a stock market index that tracks the performance of the 500 largest companies in the US. Once you've decided which dividend stock you want to invest in, all you'll need to do is to go into your brokerage account and buy the stocks. After you buy the stocks, you'll only need to sit back and wait quarterly or monthly, depending on when the dividends are scheduled for each stock. The payments will go straight to your brokerage account, or if you choose, they can be reinvested. The thing with dividend stocks is that you have to invest your money to make money. The more you invest, then the more you'll be paid from the dividends. Even though it'll take time to scale and build your portfolio, surprisingly, there are people that are able to live off their dividend payments. Now, surprisingly, this next passive income idea isn't as known as some of the others, and that's low content books. This is a great way to make a few $1,000s a month up to over 6 figures a year, all within your own home or anywhere in the world, without even having to physically handle any books. So low content books are just books that have minimal or no content on the pages, and that's because they're designed to be filled in by the user. Some examples are things like planners, logbooks, sketchbooks, coloring books, and journals. What makes it even better is that you actually don't need any previous writing or graphic design skills. Since there are many tools available to help you design the books, you're basically just creating books that people will be writing, coloring, or filling in. Now, the amazing thing with Amazon KDP is that Amazon will handle creating the physical copies of the books, as well as the entire process of handling your orders, packaging them, and shipping to your customers. So all you really need to do is upload the books you create to Amazon KDP. When getting started, you may be thinking, well, there's a million different types of books. How will I know which ones I should sell? This is where you need to take the time and do your research on what are the best-selling books on Amazon that people are looking to buy and popular niches. You want to find niches that have lower competition with high demand and search volume, since you don't want to be making books that people don't want to buy. And by niches, this would be more specific things like kids coloring books, music composition books, and adult puzzle books. You can use tools like Jungle Scout or Book Bolt that offer details on the competition, such as monthly sales and revenue, bestsellers rank, rating search and volume, and much more. These tools can really help when it comes to finding opportunities and giving a breakdown of particular products and niches. So once you have your things together and you found a good niche, you need to create your low content books and then upload them. You have a few different options when it comes to creating your book and cover design along with the interior pages. The most popular and inexpensive ones are Canva and Book Bolt, as these will allow you to create a wide variety of designs and they're fairly easy to use. And if you're a designer already or have some experience, an alternative that's more expensive is Photoshop. But this is not necessary at all for you to get into low content books. And if you're a horrible designer or don't want to be involved with designing at all, you can outsource this part and have someone else do it. You can easily find someone with good design skills on freelance platforms like Fiverr and Upwork. Once you've created a design, you can then upload it and it'll be ready to publish on Amazon. Like many other types of businesses, it will require some patience, commitment, and time to scale, but if done properly, it can easily replace your day job. This next passive income idea is affiliate marketing. Affiliate marketing is where you're getting paid a commission of the sales to promote other people's products. You would find products that you like, then promote them to an audience, and you get paid a commission from each sale that you make. Since these products are not your own, you don't have to worry about creating a product, and you won't be involved in their business or their sales processes. For this reason, they are low cost to get started, since many affiliate programs are free to join and you aren't stocking or shipping any products. The risk is low since you aren't the creator of the product, so you aren't going to take a loss if somebody doesn't make a purchase. Let's say you're watching a YouTube video and you see a link in the description, or a link of a product mentioned in a blog that you are reading. These links are uses of affiliate marketing. As you can see here, this link takes us to a product on Amazon. And if you were to buy this cover, then a portion of the sale would go to the affiliate, whose ID is also included in the link. There are many different companies that offer affiliate programs. For example, Amazon has an affiliate marketing program called Amazon Associates. And since Amazon virtually has every type of product for sale on their site, you're bound to find something that could fit into a niche of products that you could promote. Now, while it's very possible to make a couple hundred to several thousands of dollars a month from affiliate marketing, it does require some work in the beginning. By this, I mean you'll have to first decide the niche you want to focus on. This could be anything from electronics to jewelry, but whatever it is, you need to determine this so you can develop your audience within it. Next is to create valuable content for your audience to promote your products to. You can do this through a variety of ways, whether it's on social media, your website, blogs, webinars, or even videos about the product on YouTube. And while you likely don't have an audience starting out, it would help to optimize your SEO to rank your website, or use some type of paid advertising if possible, as well as using a variety of platforms to increase your reach so you can drive more traffic to your affiliate links. Ideally, with affiliate marketing, you're teaching your audience about a product or a tool that could be useful to them through your recommendation, while at the same time reaping the rewards of a sale to your audience, so it's a win-win for both parties. With that being said, this can be a very good way to make passive income, and it's highly scalable, but it will require effort up front to reap the passive benefits later. This next passive income idea pretty much has unlimited potential when it comes to how much you can make, and that's online courses. There are skills and knowledge that you and a lot of other people may already have that don't realize that they can monetize. And the best part is that you can be anywhere in the world and create an online course. Now, the first thing you'll want to do is figure out what skill it is that you can teach and what value that you can offer to people that they're willing to pay for it. And remember, you'll be basically breaking down the knowledge or skill that you have into a library of videos and other content that you create, and people will need to pay you in order to have access to that content. There's an endless amount of choices of courses that you can create. For example, it could be a course teaching people about self-development, how to do online coaching, how to get started using a specific software, pet care or pet training, and the list can go on. This is all to say you don't have to be a master in a skill in order to sell a course. Just being decent or good is enough. Whatever skill you have, there's likely some type of way that you can bundle that knowledge together into a course. Once you figure out a subject for your course, you'll need to think about what type of course platform you'll want to use. For example, you have sites like Kajabi, Teachable, Udemy, Thinkific, or maybe you decide to host on your own website, which will require a little more work to maintain, but you'll have full control over the site. Next, you want to create an outline of the plan for your course. So you want to be sure to do research on who your audience is, so who's the course for, and what issues or problems do they have. Then figure out the solution, which means what's the solution or answer to what their problem is, or how can they navigate through it. Next is to build your audience online or through social media platforms. And then after, you want to validate your course. So you can test with your audience, ask questions, do polls, and track the feedback to be sure that the value is actually there. So once you've outlined your course, then worked on filming, editing, and producing any other additional documents, you can then launch the course. You want to be sure to start working on building some hype up to the launch, as well as offering some type of discounts, bonuses for early bird purchases. And when it comes to selling the course, you have a variety of methods that you can use, whether it's through paid or organic advertising. You can use things like Facebook ads, Google ads, webinars, sales funnels, social media sources like IG, LinkedIn, Facebook to drive traffic and much more. Now, one thing about creating a course is it'll require a lot of time up front, but once you've created it, you'll only need to update it as time goes on. You're really just selling copies of what you've already created. For this reason, the profits for courses are enormous, as the more you earn from your course sales, then the bigger your passive income will be. Let me know in the comments below which one of these passive income ideas is your favorite. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.